As we saw on the show, you guys did end up matching. And the question that is on everyone's mind, since you guys have matched, have you gone on a date?
Yes. Yes, we did. Yes, we
Oh, we
did.
had a
We did.
date. Okay. Like, can you guys let me know how the date went? Like, when did it happen? All that stuff. Who wants to go first?
Doesn't
Kalami?
matter.
Okay, go
She can go
ahead.
first.
You said you wanted to know how it happened and
Yeah,
when.
let me know about the date. Like, how was it? Was it a good experience? All that good stuff.
So, it was cool. It was an experience.
Okay.
It was cool. It wasn't necessarily what I expected. Um, Not necessarily in a bad way though. So I want to just put that out there. It wasn't necessarily in a bad. It just wasn't what I expected. Just
Okay. And in
period.
what way? What were your expectations and what was the date?
It's just so initially, I believe it. We had kind of like went over like what the idea of first date would be in the
Hmm.
episode
Yeah,
on episode 4. If y'all haven't watched that, by the way, make sure you check it out.
that part.
Yeah, if you watch that, y'all gonna be mad at her. You know what the dude said? Rooftop. But in the beginning of the episode, it was probably people criticizing her for, I want to do different. I want to do new things. Da, 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 da. I'm interested in new things. Woo, woo, woo. The one she asked, there was 2 dudes left. They asked, oh, what's the first date? Like, what's your first date idea? One dude said, yo, we're going to go outside, do some stuff, darts, pool, whatever. We're going to do some physical stuff outside. He don't know what she like. The one dude that's sitting with her now just said, rooftop. That's it. Wasn't nothing interesting. Just a goddamn rooftop. He's talking about his seemed more planned out. What?
All the episodes actually. But yeah, so in the episode, he kind of mentioned like rooftop settings. It
Yeah.
That's
kind of
it.
it sold me rooftop settings. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of
Hmm.
smooth, suave. I'm
Right,
I'm
because
with
you had to pick between two guys, right? And I
right.
had to ask them, okay, if you had to take her on a date, what would that date be? Okay.
Right. It seemed, and I picked his option because it seemed like planned out, rooftop, nice. It was I was sold.
Yeah.
So yeah, and it just wasn't that. So
Okay. Did you guys go to a rooftop?
Yeah, like what you
we
do?
did not go to a rooftop. No.
Okay. Okay. So what was the first date? Where'd you guys end up going?
So we went to a movie,
Okay.
which is nothing wrong with the movies. Don't
Could have been a movie and a rooftop to discuss what happened in the movie.
get me wrong. It's nothing wrong with a movie, especially if you're on some chill stuff. It's nothing wrong with a movie. You know, I personally would not take someone on a first date to a movie. That wouldn't be a first date for me. For a number of reasons. For one, you can't really converse, talk to the person because you're watching a movie the whole entire time. It's just, and then I feel like it's like kind of high schooly, unless, it's like I said, you just both just want to be on some chill stuff or whatever. But for the first date, I just wasn't expecting the movie deal. But
Okay.
yeah, it was just a couple of things that happened like along the day that I just wasn't expecting. Like the whole thing, the whole picture that was painted for me, it just wasn't it.
All right. So Ishmael, she said she was expecting a rooftop date, all this stuff, but you guys end up going to the movies. You want to go ahead and get into that as well?
First of all, I know this ain't nothing about no money, like financially, and I don't know because movies are more expensive than the rooftop. 2 tickets, $50. If you're doing 2 tickets plus food, that's like $110. You might as well go to the rooftop. That would have been cheaper.
Absolutely, because rooftops is definitely my thing, and that's definitely what I tried to do. But according to her schedule, according to her situation she had going on, that's just what had happened. So it really wasn't what I had expected initially as well. To be honest, like I didn't expect to have to go like pick her up type shit. Like everybody's grown, we should have vehicles like that, different stuff. Like I'm not trying to talk no type of nothing. So
Okay.
initially that was what I tried to do. Rooftop, all that. She's busy. She's photos. Doing photography, all that different stuff. She ain't got the time. So that's just what we had came to agreements on because of all that. So
Okay.
it's definitely not something that is like she like left it just up to me. It was just certain situations that happened. So I just wanted to be real about that because the rooftop definitely could have happened. I spent more because I paid for the date. I spent more at the dine-in movies too. It's not just a movie. We went to the dine-in movies, you know what I'm saying, where we ate and really enjoyed ourselves. You know what I'm saying. I heard my response. What I got was she enjoyed her time. She actually wanted another date, you know, to go out on another date. So,
Okay.
because we had connected for real. We
Yeah.
connected and had some deep talks.
Okay.
So she talks about that like with the movies, but we had already had that. You know what I'm saying? Because we had actually met up one time prior to that where I actually had to go to her again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Because of certain situations, you know, that I don't really need to speak on. But I was just, you know, willing to do that. And I'm a very busy individual. I work during the day. I have a daughter and I'm involved in a bunch of other stuff. So for me to make time, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, but anyway, it wasn't really all what I expected, but I didn't really mind that. I'm like a real person. I don't really go off of like little things that I know that it's, you know, everybody deals with life, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not one to really be moved by something like that, you know.
Okay.
I'm, you know, so
It
yeah.
don't seem too
All
bad.
right.
I mean,
And so Kalavi, he kind of mentioned like he had to pick you up and things like that. He said you were having some car problems, or I don't know what was going on with that. He made it sound like it wasn't planned that you were supposed to be picked up, basically.
Yeah, so with that, that for about 2 or 3 days, I didn't drive my car.
Okay.
I didn't drive my car because I needed to get an oil change, and I just didn't want to drive my car. I knew that there was no oil in it. I know how to check my oil. My grandpa used to own his own shop, so I learned, you know, a little bit about cars. Checked it, seen there was no oil in it, not driving it. So,
Okay.
you know, but we already made the plans. So, you know, I still wanted to, you know, kick it with him. So I'm like, okay, well, is it cool if you just come get me? So it's not like I have struggled with transportation or nothing like that. I've been driving since I was 12, having a car since I was 18. So, anywho, that was that, right? And then as far as, you know, the scheduling and all of that, honestly, I feel like he's just saying he's saying a lot, but not saying he's really not saying much,
Okay.
you know. And what I mean by that is first off, with the whole scheduling thing, I literally told him what my schedule was, you know, and I feel like after that, it's up to you to decide what, you know, how you fit in what, you know, as far as scheduling and where we go and things of that sort. You're the guy, you're planning the date, that's your job. You know, I told you my availability. Yes, I'm a little busy, but again, I told you my availability. I told you the windows as far as when we can do something. It's not like impossible for us to do anything. So I feel like what he chose to do is what he chose to do because that's what he wanted to do for whatever reason.
Okay.
Towards the end of the date, and after, you know, time went past, now I'm starting to think maybe that's all he could do. Like, not to be funny, but maybe that's all he could do. And it's just like, if that was the case, then just say that, you know, just be honest, keep it real. If you,
so is this one of those things to where it seems like she enjoyed it, and then he's blindsided by hearing this, that it's like, you know, she told some friends, oh man, the date was such and such and such, and then you might hear back from the friends or something like that, like, yo, she said this shit was trash, your date was trash, da da da, whoop de whoop. She was talking bad, and it's like, hey, to me, she seemed like everything came on fine. I mean, you didn't know she didn't like nothing you did till like days. This is what it sounds like.
you know, are in a situation to where, you know, we can't really do much, but you want to spend time with me, and, you know, keep it honest, you know, just keep it 100. Like, hey, look, I don't really have this or that, but right now I got a little situation going on. I do want to spend time with you. I just can't spend a whole bunch of money right now. Is it cool if we just do this, you know, and this is going to be the situation, and leave it up to me whether or not if I want to decide if I want to move forward with the date or whatever, or just talking to him or whatever the case may be.
Okay.
Don't choose for me by, you know, saying we're going to do rooftop, but it's the movies. And yes, it was dine in, but it's AMC. Like, so I feel like when he said that part, like, don't try to do me. Like, it was AMC theater. We had chicken strips that was warmed up in a microwave. Like, and I'm
That's expensive. Them is $30 chicken strips. Chill.
not trying to be funny. I have no issues with eating chicken strips. That's not the point. My point is,
My fault you
it's
chose
just be
chicken strips.
honest.
Now see that shit I told you.
It's just to be honest. about your situation.
My thing is, look, at the movies, we might get some candy, it's real slight. You know what I mean? At the movies, like, hey, we're going to eat somewhere after this. Every time I've been, like, the last time, oh, man, I don't remember. The last time I've been to the movies, it's like, after this, we're going to eat at a restaurant or a rooftop spot or whatever. We ain't going to really worry about food in the movie theater that much. Tickets is already what they is or whatever. It's depending on how, you know. Sometimes even if you go to the movies with a girl, you go, hey, you want some snacks? A girl, most of the time, will decide, nah, this is going to get some snacks here. Let's just eat after this. Let's, you know what I'm saying, save right after the site. But this is expensive. They'll usually do that. Most of the girls I date, it's be like, hey, man, don't even be spending. They'll literally tell you, don't be spending all that money on that mess. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Just get some crunch candy or whatever, and then that's it. Let's call it a day. We can eat after this.
Because I feel like if you're, especially when you're initially getting to know somebody and you're in the beginning stages of dating someone or talking to someone, like talking, not dating, you should just be honest about who you are. By you being authentic, that's what's going to sell. That's what's going to draw me to you.
Okay.
Like if his situation, let's say if he's just in a bad situation, or maybe just at that was just a bad month for him or whatever. And I would be like, hey, if I were him, I would have hit me up like, hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I got a situation right now. I can't really do much. But look, I want to chill with you. Just know that we finna go to this. We gonna dine in, but it's gonna be at AMC. You can look, ball out, get whatever you want, all the popcorns and chicken strip fries, whatever you want, pizza cuts, flatbread, whatever you want. But that's all I could do right now. Is that cool? Again, like that's all I was looking for. My bad, I was kind of long-winded on that, but that's pretty much.
Was there anything like that happened or you saw something that would make you think like, oh, this is all he can do right now?
Yeah, it was just the little things throughout the day. And again, like honestly, I personally thought it was funny, not in a ha type of way, like just funny, like, oh, this dude is wild, and like, why don't he just keep it 100? So first of all, when he pulls up, I wasn't expecting him to pull up in the car that he pulled up in, first and foremost.
Okay.
What was you expecting me to pull up in?
All right. So I was just not that. I just wasn't expecting that. For somebody to be talking and say, you know, the bag is there and, you know, all of this type of talk.
Go check out the episode and rewind what I said. I said if the personality is there, the bag is there. So go rewatch that.
What does that mean?
I ain't say the bag was there.
Rewatch it and you gonna say,
and I'm getting senses of a gold digger talk about that's what
verbatim, got you. Oh no, don't trip. Trust
right.
me, the bag is there. But anywho, we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go back and forth. So now I forgot where I was at.
You're talking about the car he pulled up in.
Oh yeah,
What's wrong with the car?
It's nothing. So it's just, again, it's nothing wrong with it. It's just not what I was expecting. So he pulls up. And what kind of car do you have?
Honda Accord.
What year is
2008.
2008.
Okay, do a drive point A to point B. I mean, it's fine to have that kind of car, especially nowadays. There's millionaires with 2009 Toyota Accords and Fords, whatever the hell, you know what I'm saying? Honda Accords 2009s. What's the dude? I know you hate him, Myron Gaines. He's a millionaire, but he drives a 2009 like Honda or Toyota or some shit like that. That's cool. Point A to point B. But I guess, you know, it just don't match how you was talking. It's like you pulling up in that, but you talking crazy. But at the same time, hey, if he pulling up in that and he's saying the bag is there, maybe he really focused on, he ain't worried about a car right now. You know what I'm saying? Me, I might have a few $100,000 saved up. He's like, hey, I ain't spending no money on no crazy car. This how I'm rolling. You know what I'm saying? Point A to point B, I'm being financially sound, living way up in the green.
2008. Okay, 2008. Okay. Well, anywho, so it was the car that I had like when I was like younger. I think I was like 18 or something like that.
Come on, man.
And I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool.
You saving money. Come on.
One thing we have in common, we had the same car at one point. You know, he has it or whatever. But then I get in the car and I noticed that, you know, he's like, yeah, I want to play this music for you. He turns up the music, but he ain't turn up the music on the speaker system on the car. He turns up the music on a Bluetooth speaker that's sitting in the middle console of where we are. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
A Bluetooth speaker, a big box Bluetooth speaker.
He really saving money.
You know
the big one.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
The real big one.
All you gotta do is you get saving money. You saving money, man. He really saving money.
Man.
So I'm like, like, okay.
Go ahead, Arlette. I know you want to laugh. Go ahead, laugh.
Well, okay, I guess we rocking with the Bluetooth speaker today. So okay. So we riding, you know, we bumping his music. Like he said, he does music, so he played his song for me. He plays his song for me, and we're listening to music, and the Bluetooth speaker go out. Poof.
That motherfucker died.
Went out.
Worst time. Hey, worst time. And I was in the car looking like, damn. But,
You can't plug it up to it didn't have no plug for you to like charge it in the car like a like a converter plug. she was in the passenger seat looking at you just like this with this face like, nigga.
you know what happens, you know.
It went out. So I'm like, oh dang, that's the end of the music. So I guess we gonna ride in silence and just listen to the wind. So he's like, nah, you know what? I got an idea. He hands me his phone and he tells me to put the phone up to my ear while we ride. And I'm like, okay. So just listen to the music like this. Okay. I couldn't really hear it, mind you, because of the wind and all the ricochets. I couldn't hear much, but it is what it is. You know, I'm the type, I'm gonna adapt. I'm gonna adapt to the situation. So I adapt.
Hey man, you did this. You can laugh too. You gotta do what you gotta do. The speaker went out and all that.
Okay. Then we get to AMC, and you know, everybody knows when you park downtown, you know, in the garages, you got to pay for it,
right?
With a debit card. They don't take cash or nothing like that, right? So he turns and looks at me, you know, and I'm looking at him, and he looking at me, and he's like, "I don't have a debit card," and I'm like, he was like, "Can I use your is it cool if I use your card?" And immediately in my mind, my first initial thought was, why don't you have a debit card? I know there's millions of reasons as far as why he didn't have a debit card. I ain't judging at the fact that this man ain't got a debit card, but I am at the same time. Like, why you ain't got a debit card, bro?
So I'm like, okay, I had a debit card.
Sure, you can use my debit card.
I have a debit card. Like,
you had a debit card on deck?
I had a debit card on deck. The chip was malfunctioning. I need a new card, but I had a debit card on deck. So let's be real. But anyway, continue.
Oh, because I thought you said that it was something about your job, and that's why something was going on with your job. You just started or something. And you ain't had. Yeah,
I mentioned that how my direct deposit has switched, but that don't change the fact that I don't have a debit card.
Okay, well he had a debit card.
The way my account is set up, is
chip was broke. Malfunction.
That makes sense. Let's be real though. But continue.
All right, so
but you got a cell phone, right? Because you can pay with your card on your phone. You got your card on your phone. It don't work. Then you get your phone to scan. What kind of movies did y'all go? Like what kind of, you know, beep, beep, beep. You can pay with that, you know? So I don't know.
Okay. He uses, so I hand him the debit card. And then the total pops up. No, that was after the fact. My bad. I'm fast forwarding. Handing the debit card. He swipes it or whatever. So honestly, I don't remember if it was after the movies or before the movies when it showed the total. When he initially swiped it and it showed the total, or at the end when it showed the total. But anywho, it just kept sticking in my mind the fact that when it was time to pay the fee, it was like $9 or $11 somewhere around there. And he was just like, "Oh, they taxing," like he was upset about it. And he was like, "Oh, but you know, it's cool. We gonna rock with it. But I'm thinking in my head like, taxing.
Was upset.
Like, I don't know. It's little stuff. No debit card, taxing, Bluetooth speaker. It's everything just started adding up, right?
Okay.
So then we get into the movies. And, you know, we're, you know, getting the snacks and whatever and all of that stuff, right? I noticed that he grabs some candy. he grabs some candy and he sits it to the side, right? And we, you know, he scans everything else, excluding the candy, right? So I'm like, I didn't say nothing. I'm just like, I'm all for it. Like, you know, we go to the movies. It's like, look, because I'm all for taking snacks and stuff in the movies. I'm guilty of it. I do it all the time. If we go to the movies, I'm bringing my snacks in the bag. I got my own chips, my own candies. I'm not paying $75.50
movie theater price,
right? But I feel like, you know, the fact that he kind of like sneak tip stole the candy, it made me think like, dang, can he just not afford the candy, or did he just you get what I'm saying? So it's just like it just all,
I'm not stealing candy from no movie theater, bro.
All added up. But I'm like, it would have been different if he said something like, "Hey, look, I'm not paying $5.75 for this candy. We about to steal this candy. And I would have been like, let's get it, put it in my bag or something.
Okay.
Like, but the fact that, it's just little stuff. So you asked me initially, what made me feel that way as far as, if I felt like he didn't have it or not. It was just little situations like that.
Okay.
And I actually felt bad about like getting snacks and stuff. Like, dang, what if this dude can't, afford the snacks? I feel bad for ordering an extra juice or something or an icy. Maybe I should just drink water. Like, I don't know.
Should have just went to the rooftop, man.
So it's an uncomfortable situation. So it's just like I said, at the end of the day, I just was looking for him to just keep it 100. If you don't got it like that, and you just don't got it like that, it's okay. Like, just be honest. Like, because just be honest.
Okay.
That's all.
All right. So Ishmael, just to give you a chance to, say your piece as well. Let's start off with the card. So it sounded like, was she paying for the date or what? How did that go?
So much lies, y'all. So much lies. But no, she didn't pay for nothing. And I didn't take no damn candy. Like, who needs to steal candy? We all know that when you go to the movies, everything is overpriced. Come on.
And we
now.
all know when you go to the movies, AMC, you got to pay with a debit card.
No, actually,
I paid with my debit card. He gave me the cash.
Actually, right.
So I
So,
paid
but
with
they
my
don't
debit
also
card.
they don't take Apple Pay and they don't take cash because she's trying to talk
Wait,
about
what?
she's concerned with me
They don't take Apple Pay or Cat.
having shit. Having money. I had a whole wad of cash on me that night, and I had my debit card, which happened to just malfunction. I had just used it during the day.
Did I
So
use my
just
debit
needed-
card or no?
You did use your debit card. So what? But
That's all I said.
what's your point though? They didn't take cash and they didn't take Apple Pay, the other two forms that I could pay, and what?
Why did you go to the movie? Well, I don't know. If you're planning to take somebody to the movies and you know that your card don't work, you got cash on you. You're going to the movies where you know they don't take cash, and you have a bunch of cash on you, and your debit card's messing up. You didn't know your debit card was gonna mess up like that or something. I don't freaking know. Like, you should have just went to the rooftop, man. Forget it.
You wanted to go do something different. So let me rewind too. Let's start from the beginning with all these lies, right?
Okay.
First off, she tried to sig on my car, right? You didn't have a car at the time. Pause. Secondly, she tries to put it out there like as if she left it for me to choose when literally you heard her say she gave me her availability
Schedule.
and it was really like nothing that worked out for me. I'm a busy person too. So we literally came to a conclusion together on the phone and decided together. She didn't leave nothing up to me. We decided together. So bullshit. But back to the car, right? Ain't nothing wrong with a Honda Accord. In the show, we can go back to the show. We go replay what I said. I said, if you have personality, the bag gonna be there. I didn't say I have the bag. I'm not a broke person, right? But I work every single day. I take care of my daughter. I take care of people as well. My sister. I got a little brother. Like, don't But I'm not no rich person. I never acted like that. I never said that. So the point, the fact of the matter that you were intrigued by that is giving me like gold digger vibes. So that's crazy. But ain't nothing wrong with the Honda Accord, everybody has cars. At least I have a car. There's people out there that don't have cars. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. Moving on to the Bluetooth speaker, where I got the cars from Tucson. If y'all live out here in Arizona, Tucson's damn near 2 hours away. I do a lot. I work during the day. I barely have time to do a lot of stuff. I'm not going to take a lot of my time to go get a little face. It's like the face for the stereo is missing. So the person who owns the people that own the car, they have it. I'm not going to go out there to travel to get it. They're not going to bring it here. I'm going to take care of that when I have the time. So in the meantime, I'm from Cali. We make it happen. You know what I'm saying? We do what we do. I got a Bluetooth speaker in the car so that when I do want to listen to music, it's right there. I can listen to it. Because honestly, I drive without music a lot of the time because I just like to think, to have my mind, my space to think. So that's another thing. But as far as bringing up she's worried about me not being able to pay. Like, first off, when we decided to go to the movies, I spent more money at the movies, which was over $110 because I paid for both of us and the movies. I paid for both of us easy, and she chose that nasty ass fucking chicken tenders. I told her not to actually. I'm like, why are you gonna choose chicken tenders from here? This is a movie theaters, but that's what she wanted, okay? Because there's other shit you could have chose. The little pizza thing I had, that shit was fire, okay? AMC doing their thing, okay? AMC and Harkins. I don't know. I don't really go to the movies, but I heard good things about them. So say what you want, but Besides that, I had cash on me. She's seen the cash that I pulled out. I was trying to pay the guy with. He's like, oh, we don't take cash. I tried to do Apple Pay because I put my card in and it just malfunctioned. He's like, oh, it's not working. So I'm like, okay, I got Apple Pay too. He's like, oh, no, we don't take Apple Pay. I'm like, I got cash. Oh, we don't take cash. So I'm like, damn. So in my mind, I was low key a little embarrassed just because that's not even how I do.
Yeah.
But it's like, do that or think of something, go home, don't go on the date.
Yeah.
You know? So
No, just go somewhere else.
the fact that she's saying that it was uncomfortable or wasn't what she expected, that was the time for her to make her exit, right?
What movie was this? Like, how important was it to see this movie?
But what she chose to do, sit and watch that movie. Sit and eat the chicken tenders. Okay, then. Let's be real, right? That's what you said. Let's be real, right? Okay, let's be real and authentic. Like, that's all I'm saying. Let's just be real, because at the end of the day, we had a real connection. We had a real bond, and I'm a real person. I'm not for the internet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go viral. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm real for real. And I was on the show for real love. And I don't feel like when she was on the show, that's not what she was really looking for. Because she mentions again, she thought I had a bag. And that's why you was attracted to me? Like, come on, like, what the fuck?
Okay. So from your viewpoint, it seems like she was on the show for like the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and then it's like during the
It seemed like, okay, she was on the show for the wrong reasons, whatever. She picked you because you said that. But it seemed like you didn't need to be on the show either.
whole experience of the date, and then what I literally heard from her mouth was that she enjoyed it. She enjoyed her time. She had a great time. She wanted to go on another date. So it's crazy. We was finna be in there with the Bluetooth speaker on another date. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay. Anything you want to say in response to that?
I mean, it's a lot, but is it worth it? Probably not.
Yeah, because you've been capping the whole time. That's why.
I definitely did not cap, Ishmael. Anything that I said was definitely facts. There's nothing that I didn't say that wasn't facts.
It's how you try to put it, though. It's very key on how you put something.
It's how you're
it's
taking
very
it.
key.
It's how you're
it's
taking
not how I'm
it. 'Cause
taking
I'm
it.
being very clear when I speak.
It's very key on how you put
taking
something, y'all.
But let me speak, please, because she asked me a question.
I apologize. Go ahead.
So I just feel like I said, the whole moral to the story is just keep it 100. Keep it 100. Because a person is gonna find out, about you anyways. So it's just like keep it 100.
So what? So what did you find out about?
Hold on 1 second. Let's let her finish. I'll go right back to you.
So yeah, basically, like I said, just keep it 100. I wasn't trying to get on this show and bash nobody. I came on this show. She asked me how the date went. I told you how the date went. That's my perspective as far as how the date went. At the same time, I didn't say anything that didn't happen. Everything that I said happened. It was facts. So again, if I hurt your feelings in any way, Ishmael, or
not at all.
if
Definitely
you feel
not at
played
all.
in any way, that's not.
Oh,
the case.
definitely not at all. I'm a gentleman.
That's not what I do. That's not my character at all. I'm not a gold digger. At all. I don't have a gold digger bone in my body, actually. What else did you say that I did? I mean, you said a lot that I kind of disagree with, but yeah, at the end of the day, I hold my own. I've been taking care of myself for a very long time. So you trying to make it seem like I didn't have a car. Oh, come on, dude. I have a car. I've been having a car, been driving since I was 18.
I said at the
driving since I
time,
was 12, been
so
having a
I
car
ain't
since I was
making it
18.
seem like nothing.
No, you did though. You insinuated it, but again, it is what it is. Again, I didn't come on here to shoot anybody down or nothing like that. I think that Ishmael.
All right, how many of y'all out there equate if you have a car and it's not working to you don't have a car? It's like, some people do associate with like if your car ain't working, you ain't got no car.
Is a cool guy. I think he's very
I don't equate that to that, but a lot of people do. You'll be surprised.
cool, which is why, it's kind of upsetting that he responds the way that he does, for one. And for two, is just like, dude, just be yourself. If I was in that space, just right now, I'm just not in a space to date someone, to where I just feel like if you gotta lie, like I said, if you gotta lie about what you have and how you moving, then it's just you probably should reconsider probably dating at the time. Maybe just chill or get to a more comfortable space or whatever. Or I don't know. I don't know what advice else to give other than what I said.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. All right. Any final words?
Definitely, because
Oh, wait,
she
I'm
just-
sorry. I did want to add something. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut anybody off.
Mhm.
He said that I asked for a second date. That cap. Because when we were at the movies, this is one thing I didn't mention. When we were at the movies, he asked me, he asked me if I was going to pay for the next date. Like, it was like, yeah, so this date is on me. The next one is on you, right?
Oh,
So I'm thinking in my head, no, like that's wild. Like, no, I'm not finna pay for the next date. Like, I don't know. I just felt like it was a wild thing to ask me on a first date. I've never been asked that from a guy before, so it threw me off. So a second date, I never said that. You know, as far as communication, like I said, you know, I think Ishmael is a cool guy, conversation wise. That's all it. That's all it ever
That's all
was.
it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so
No
it's
second
crazy
date?
she keeps saying all this good stuff about me, but
Well, technically, it would have been a third date because y'all met up before, right? For a time that he didn't want to say. I don't know, but hey.
saying how her experience wasn't what she thought. So
Yeah,
you
explain
didn't.
why.
Let me talk now because it's my turn, right? So
Yeah.
you let me ask you, when we had a conversation, not writing this interview, did you not say that you enjoyed your time with me and that you would like to go on another date?
Again, I did not say. I did not say another date, Ishmael, because I've already felt uncomfortable with the whole
That's
you
cap.
asked me to pay for the next
That's
date,
cap.
and then how the date just went overall.
All right, that's cool.
Now,
you
as far
answered
as
the
me having a
question.
good
You answered the
time,
question, so it's
as
my
far
turn to
as me
speak.
having a good time,
You answered the question.
I
This is
thought
my
that
turn.
it was cool for what it was. I thought it was cool for what it was. I feel like I
Did she say like maybe? And then you just went ahead and put that in your head as she wants a second date? You know, some people are like, oh, maybe she's thinking about it. Well, she probably wants a second date. Some people think like that, but she could to her side, she can just say, now I don't want to go on a second date with you. All right. I might have said that. I might have thought about it, but I don't want to go on a second date with you. So here now. No, the answer is no. And that like that.
would be lying if I said I had a terrible time. But I also feel like I'd be lying if I said I had the greatest time of my life because it was a movie. Like, how bad can a movie be?
That you wanted to go see that we agreed on. I wanted to take you to the rooftop, but you ain't have time. So it's been a lot of cap, y'all. Like
I would, if it was all that, y'all had time to go to the rooftop. How long was the movie? You took her right home after the movie. Cause at the same time, I kind of get it. Like, how long is this movie? I don't have that much time. Okay. All right. So after the movie, you could take me home right here. I would have just took you to the rooftop for an hour and 30 minutes, maybe at least 2 hours out of your day. Got some food, some drinks, had a quick conversation, and that was it. And if the date wasn't going well, she was uncomfortable, she could have left the rooftop early and just, I don't know, or she could have just like, look, I ain't comfortable right now, or she could have finagled a rooftop conversation in a way to where she just ended, like, made the conversation kind of like, like the vibes ain't it. And y'all could have just ended it. This movie theater whole situation is just ruined everything off break. Maybe she didn't like you for something else that she don't want to say the first time y'all met up before the actual date. Don't know.
I don't really do with other cat. Like I said, y'all hear it. She said she enjoyed her time, y'all. Like, it wasn't none of that. I didn't ask her to pay for the next date. Type of stuff is that? Like,
Ishmael,
what? And it's
we
my
ain't
turn to
gonna
talk. So
lie.
let me
Come
finish,
on
right?
now.
Let me finish, right? Because she's trying to put it out there, like talking about her. She's been doing this. Like, I haven't mentioned anything about that you do or anything like that. But you're still trying to speak on me as far as if you figured something out. And I'm still confused on what you figured out, because if you not got gold digger ways and you didn't think I had a bag, what did you figure out? Like, what? I'm a normal person. I'm a normal person, right? It's not your turn to talk. Let me finish. I'm a normal person, right? I never claimed to have anything that I don't have. Like, what? Like, I said I was an artist. I'm a model. I do different shit. So I have to look good as an image. But I never claimed to be rich. I never claimed to have a bag. So it's crazy that you claim that you figured something out. I don't understand what you figured out. And you straight capping for the internet. And that's, like I said, I'm a real person. I'm not even finna entertain that no more, because y'all can see. Like, she enjoyed herself. Yeah, I had a speaker in my car. Whoop-de-doo. My chip on my car malfunctioned. I had cash, literally cash that she saw, and I even had Apple Pay.
If the personality is there, the bag is there. You still need to know what that means.
So, it's just crazy to think that somebody was worried about having
What does that mean?
to pay, and they didn't have to raise a finger to pay anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm very much a gentleman. I don't act like I got everything, like I'm rich. But best believe, y'all gonna see me in the future. I'm gonna have it all. Okay? But you know, peace and love to everything. Like I said, I enjoyed my time. I didn't. That's not the response I get if I would whip out my phone, show y'all text. But like I said, I'm not gonna entertain no shit no more, man. Like she enjoyed her time. She had a great time. We would have continued on, but you know, this I can't deal with no capping, no lying. I keep shit real. Like I can't. I don't do nothing for the internet.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I guess it's safe to say that there's no second date coming up. Have no.
Probably
You guys
not.
haven't communicated
Probably
since then.
Probably not. He clearly is hot, you know, about me telling the truth
Yeah,
about the date.
I'm very hot,
You
y'all.
know, I again for the 75,000th time, I did not cap. There's nothing that I capped about. What did I cap
Play the
about? You
tape.
wouldn't be able to say. I didn't cap about anything, you know, at the end of the day. I don't do anything for clout. What clout? Like what at the end of the day, I'm just keeping it
Be
100.
trending.
You know, that's it. That's my motto. I don't I'm not like this guy. Like he really trying to paint this picture to make me seem like I'm a bad person. I'm not a bad person. I just came on this show to, you know, have fun, meet some cool people.
Who spoke
And I
first
did
though?
that. I
Who
enjoyed
spoke
myself. I
first
had a
though?
great time on the show. It was a blessing.
All right.
Yeah. He talking about capping and all of that. Like
Okay, well, I do thank you both for coming on and speaking your truth, you know, about how everything
and
went
ain't
down.
no text messages to show either. I don't know what he talking about. Stop that. I ain't doing that.
So, as
I
far
ain't
as
entertaining nothing.
in the future for both of you guys, are there any upcoming projects that we should?
Forget the projects. The project we would have. This is the one project we need to know about. The personality here is there. The bag is there. I don't know. What does that mean? Because I don't know what was there. Speaker was there. Speaker gone. Car stereo gone. The Apple Pay gone. Debit card gone. I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. Now I sound like Shannon Sharp. Apple Pay gone. Speaker gone. Stereo gone. I don't know what's going on. Lakers in 5.